want you guys to do is lead with the left foot, go forward, outside the box, and inside the box, and we're going to do it for 20 seconds as fast as we can. And I'll explain to you what's happening. Okay, you ready? Go. The first thing you can see is how they're compensating to be able to go fast. Because of the sensors at the bottom of the feet, it's a real neural stimulation. And relax. And you can see how, because of the lack of speed on the legs, that we start to be moving the whole of the body. Okay, Cynthia's doing a nice little dance for us there. And it's tiring, right? Yes, because it's a very neural stimulation. And it works differently when you lead with the left side, it works differently when you lead with the right side. Why? Because all left-sided movements come from a different part of the brain, and all right-sided movements come from a different part of the brain. So now we're going to lead with the right foot, okay? So if I was working with children, I'll ask them if they know which one is their right foot, and which one is their left foot. But I'm assuming you know, right? Okay. So, right foot first, you ready? Go. Now start observing the uncontrolled movement pattern, and how when we have an uncontrolled movement we start to slow down and we start to move slightly differently. And the other part, and relax, very good, stop, well done. The other part that we see is that we're hitting the ground harder, normally with the dominant side over the non-dominant side. Okay? But did it feel different using your right foot over the left foot? Okay, so which one is easier? Left one was easier? Okay, so in research that was done with sports people, 79% of all those who are dominant on the right side have a preference to lead with the left side. And that affects both turning ability, but it also affects balance and control. That's why they found it difficult. Are you all right-footed? Yeah, so that's why they found it difficult. So the research does back it up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is the same thing, but we're going to go backwards. So we're going to lead with the left foot, and we're going to go backwards from here. Okay, you ready? And go. And again, what happens is the brain sends a different sequence of stimulation to the muscles. And one of the reasons we use backwards movement is, as well as retraining, it actually is a pain inhibitor, so it stops the pain in any issues. Another 5 seconds. And stop. Different movement again. Okay. Now you see, these are quite fit athletes. Okay. But because it's a neural stimulation, it's the nervous system that's getting stimulated, they're finding it hard. Okay? And so you have to give them a work to rest ratio of 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. If you're working with children, you need to give them a rest ratio of 10 seconds to 40 seconds. Okay, are you rested? Okay, shall I show you the next one? You step over there for me, just step over there. Okay, so this one, we're now going to go laterally, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the movement. Okay. I'm going to try and keep the hips steady and just move the feet. You ready? Go. Good work, and try and get your heads up, if you can, and just glance down. And relax. Very good. So if there's an injury or surgery, or due to habit, we just tend to lead one way over the other, then what happens is after a period of time, it breaks down. And it does that in a game as well. And that's what we're trying to do, is find out where the weaknesses are, and trying to improve the weaknesses as well, while we're doing it at speed. Okay? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, start off slowly, get the rhythm, and keep the rhythm. Okay, you ready? Go. Very good. Well done. If there's been a previous injury, what normally happens is the body starts to compensate. And we start compensating, we always want to use one side over another. And that starts to affect the way that we turn, the way that we balance and the way that we plant and rotate as well. Which is why we work everything in all directions. We go forward, backwards, side to side, and now we're going to go to the most bit more advanced, but again foundation movements, which is the jumps. Okay, so let me show you guys. So we're going to go from here. We're going to go, okay, AD and back into the middle. Again, we do most of them with adults. We do 20 seconds. Okay, you ready? Go. Both feet together. Good work. You're working dynamic core, but you're also working explosiveness, low force production, but really stimulating the nervous system. And you can see where there's a breakdown in the nervous system, and stop. Very good. Where there's a breakdown in the nervous system, the brain is going, go this way, and the body goes, I'm going to go that way. Because what happens is the messaging from the feet to the brain and back again, there is a delay in the proprioceptive system reacting. So what happens is the brain goes to an old motor engram, and that's when we get an uncontrolled movement, or in your case, we kept going the other way, isn't it? Yeah. So we start one way, but the brain wants to go the other way. And Cynthia has had 2 ACL operations, so this is something we see quite a lot with previous injury. Okay, we'll fix you by the end of today, don't worry. Okay, we go the other way around, we go AB. Okay, you ready? Go. So there are over 1,000 different moves that we can do from a performance but also rehab point of view. We have rehab protocols after injury as well. And stop, very good. Is it different from going to the left again? So you see again, it works differently going one way to the other. Now one of the important things about sport is that most sport is done on one leg. Okay, most running, we spend 50% of the time on one leg over the other. So doing single leg work is very important. So that's one of the things we incorporate into our program. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to start left foot first. We're only going 10 seconds this time, okay? I'll talk a bit more so you can get your breath back. And we're going forwards and backwards as quickly as we can, but stay in control. First the left leg, then we're going to do the right leg. Okay, you ready? Go. Good work, well done. And stop. Okay, change over. Let's go to the right foot, 10 seconds. And again, this tells us a number of things. Ready? Go. It tells us how fast we are on one side over the other, how hard we hit the ground on one side over the other, and how much control we have if we do have and stop. Stop. Cynthia, different on the right again. A lot harder. Okay, so we're starting to see patterns that actually come out in our sport or in our function as well. Okay, so I'll let these guys have a rest. One of the key issues with DMS is that it stimulates the nervous system, both for the rehab protocols but also the performance protocols. And in tests that we've done, we found that in a 4-week period, we're able to improve quickness and explosiveness by 28%. The average is 28%. Okay, so we'll go with the other leg now, and we're going to go sideways, okay? So from here, we're going to go sideways. Left foot first. You ready? Go. And stop. Good work, change. Right, and you see they're working pretty hard in 10-second bursts. Ready? Go. Same side. You're all changing for me because it's easier. That's alright, don't worry. Look at the difference in movement when we're going onto the dominant leg. Okay? And relax. Very good. Well done. The DMS system, if you're interested for more information, we're happy to explain to you how it works for children and how it works in schools. and how it works on a rehab point of view as well. Guys, thank you very much for your help. Thank you.